Hi, Boilers. Today is a super exciting day. We are going to start our letter of the day. So, we're going to start doing letters of the day. And so, our first letter of the day, we're not going to go in our alphabet order. We're going to go a little bit out of order. So, our letter of today is the letter C. So, here I have in uppercase C and a lowercase c. These are the lines that you are going to see on your paper when you are writing. So we have our letter of the day is the letter C. When you see this letter, it makes the k sound. So now I want you to practice saying it with me 2 times. Here we go. K, k. All right, say it 1 time. Here we go. K. So when you see the C, it makes the k sound. You are going to see some other videos of me writing it out and of somebody singing all about it so you can learn more about it and you can sing along with that video and it's super, super fun. So our letter of today is the letter C. Alright guys, so like we said, today is the letter of the day is C. Our letter of today is C and it makes a k sound. Now, the first thing we always do when we get a piece of paper is we write our name. So I'm going to write my name as nicely as I can, Miss Martini. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to practice writing my C. I'm going to practice writing my C. So here we have our tracing first. You are going to start at the top. You're going to start here at the top. And you are not going to pick up your pencil. You are going to follow these dotted lines so all the way around. So if you can see, I'm starting here at the beginning. I'm going all the way to the top line, this line up here, because that's where my C goes. And then I'm going to curve it all the way down to my bottom line and finish it off. Notice these 2 parts do not meet. They do not meet each other. So it's not a full circle. The circle does not close. You also notice here that these lines are curved. They are not a straight line. No, it is not straight up and down. It's kind of curved. It almost looks like an oval, but remember, it is not closed here. Once you carefully practice writing all of these, you see how slowly I did it. I want to make sure I stay on that line as much as I can. Then you are going to come and practice it on these lines. So here, the first part starts between this dotted line and my top line. So when I go here, I'm going to go between my dotted line and my top line. So I'm going to find a middle spot. And I'm going to put a dot there for me to know where to start. Now, I'm going to go all the way around. So remember, it curves to the top line, curves down to the bottom line, and then you come back up. You end between the middle line and this bottom line. So these do not meet, and I stay in between these lines just like I practiced up here. So again, if you want to make that dot for yourself between the middle and the top, you can. You're going to curve it around and come back. This is my uppercase C, my uppercase C. You are going to write it all the way to the end. So I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. All right, guys, now you see that I've made it all the way to the end. I was super careful with all of my writing. You are going to do the same thing on this line. Same thing on this line. Now, if I move my paper down, I see the lowercase c. Lowercase c. This is the letter we're working on. So now you see, instead of going from the top to the bottom, you're staying underneath this dotted line the whole time. It does not go above that dotted line. So you are going to take your pencil and you're going to start at the top, just like we did with the uppercase C. And you are going to carefully trace around. So you went from the middle line all the way to the bottom line and a little bit back up. Again, these are not connected. It is not a full circle. So we're going to practice it again here from the here around and we stop. My pencil does not come up. My pencil stays on the paper the whole time. You are going to do all of those tracings here, and then you're going to practice writing the lowercase c here. Now, I want to make sure it looks exactly the same. So I'm going to stay underneath this dotted line. Everything is going to be underneath it. So here it starts a little bit below. So I'm going to start a little bit below, go all the way around, and stop. And that's my C. I'm going to do it again. Below the dotted line, to the dotted line, around to the bottom, a little bit up, and then I stop. You are going to go all the way across that way. So just like that, just like we did it up here, you are going to go all the way across. When you're done, you go to the next line and you go all the way across. So this is you guys practicing writing your C's. Please make sure you are doing it as carefully as you can. As carefully as you can, you want to do your best handwriting. It's not a race to see who can do it the fastest. It's to make sure you are really taking your time and making those letters look as nice as you can. If you have any questions, just let me know.